Look at what we have today. We have iPhone, iPad, iMac. 5 billion people are using iPhone in 2014 according to Apple's official statistics, and the number is increasing surely. Apple's market value hit 750 billion recently, and is one of the most valuable companies in the world. Its market value is greater than the sum of Microsoft and Facebook. Every year, millions of Apple fans watch Apple Worldwide Developer Conference. Now, new Apple Watch comes out, leading new fashion. All those glories belongs to one person. He is Steve Jobs. Today, I'm gonna briefly talk about his achievements during Jobs' lifetime, and then I will share with you a couple important time and the moments in his life. Finally, I will end the speech with lessons that we can learn from Steve Jobs. One direct way to determine whether a person could be a great man or not is to measure the value and the contribution that he or she creates to the society or future generation. Let's review those achievements that Jobs reached. In 1976, Steve Jobs and Lon Weyer together established the first Apple company in the world and published the first personal computer, Apple I. This invention is quite revolutionary because different from today, computers at that age are only used for business and are really huge and expensive. Jobs' idea about personal computer entirely changed people's mind about computers. In 1986, Jobs acquired Pix, an American computer animation film studio. The studio is an expert at 3D animation and published a couple of famous animations such as A Toy Story, A Bug's Life, and The Incredible. In 1997, the first iTheory product, iMac, came into the spotlight. In 2001, the first iPod and iTunes created a new era of digital music. In 2007, Apple entered the field of smartphone, and the iPhone 1 gained huge success. In 2010, iPad changed people's recognition of PC and gained huge success as well. Based on these achievements and contributions, Steve Jobs is undoubtedly a genius. Now, let's see some important moments in the genius life. Steve Jobs was born February 24, 1955, in San Francisco, California, and was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs. Paul Jobs was a machinist and fixed cars as a hobby. Jobs remembered his father as being very skilled at working with his hands. His father had important influence of his future career. In 1974, Steve Jobs dropped out the Reed College. This is an important decision and a change in his life. After dropping out, he continues to study calligraphy, philosophy, and foreign culture. As he mentioned at Stanford's commencement speech, studying calligraphy provided him many inspirations when designing Apple products. Steve Jobs married Laura Powell in 1991. The couple has 3 children. Family gave him a lot of energy and power and confidence. However, in 1985, Jobs was fired by the company that he built and loved. According to Steve Jobs' biography written by Watson Atkinson, the time of leaving Apple teach Jobs how to run a company and how to cooperate with others. In 1996, Jobs returned to the Apple with totally new idea and management, and led the company to the success. However, in October 2003, Jobs was diagnosed with cancer. On October 5th, 2011, we lose the genius forever. Over a million people from all over the world came to Apple's headquarters to share their memories, thoughts, and feelings about Steve. One thing they all have in common, from personal friends to co-workers to owners of Apple products, is how they have been touched by his passion and creativity. If you want to be a person like him, here are some lessons you can learn from Steve Jobs. First, dream big, very big. Before Apple's rise in the last decade, Microsoft was the undisputed giant in the world of personal computers. Before iPod, MP3 players were known only as MP3 players. Before iTunes, it seems almost unlikely anyone would pay for music online. Before iPhone, Nokia was the long-time market leader for mobile handsets. Before iPad, there didn't seem to be a need for tablet computers. PC and laptops seems to do the job just fine. But the status quo was broken by Apple, or we can say broken by Steve Jobs. Second, do what you love. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. Third, do not underestimate the impact that you can have on the world. Steve Jobs was just one person, but look at how he revolutionized the technology industry. Everything is possible. Have faith and never lose hope. And I want to end this speech with a quote from Steve Jobs' Stanford commencement. Stay hungry and stay foolish. To give this speech, I refer several articles from website. One is The Life and Awesomeness of Steve Jobs from Business Insider by Dan Frommer. Another one is 11 Lessons from Steve Jobs from Personal Excellence website. Thanks for those authors, and thanks for watching today's speech. I hope we can learn lessons from Steve Jobs' life. Thank you.